everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just checking our sound, see if we're all right here. Get the music bumped up a little bit. As always, you'll let me know if that's too much. Happy Monday. I mean, it is that. It's a Monday. It's raining cats and dogs outside. I've been over at a conference for the duration of the past weekend teaching. I also got to take some trampoline classes, which were super fun. We're gonna do a quick little check-in with Flashy Bash over here. He's worn out too. He was at grandma's for the weekend, so you know, it happens. It happens where we get all sorts of worn out. So today we're engaged into a lymph support bounce. I'm just gonna bring this up so I can see you on my screen here if you're commenting. So we're engaged into a lymph support bounce. What that means is that we're gonna do a little bit of warm up. We're going to move the areas that are most often associated with our lymph nodes and try to get some circulation in there. We are also going to bounce a bit, but it's gonna be a little more gentle, a little more therapeutic. All right, back to top. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let's come back here. So we're gonna begin standing with your legs nice and wide. Let's just take a deep breath in, reaching all the way up overhead. Feel the length of both sides of your body here, and then bend your knees and come on all the way down, hands to the ground. Can you see how dark it is outside today? Let's curl the tail under as we roll all the way up through the spine, just slowly coming all the way to the top. And then let's do that again. A big breath in, reaching all the way up. Good, bending the knees, reaching down for a little stretch here. You can straighten your legs or keep them bent, and then roll all the way up through the spine. Good. From here, we're gonna take our right arm down along the side of the right leg. Just take a side body stretch, and then come back up through center. And then go over to the left side. That's it. Good. And come back up to center. Good. And one more time each side. So when we move and support our lymphatic system, it's about being really fluid in our movement in order to move the fluids in our body. Good. So come on all the way back up. Let's take our arms out to a T. I'd like you to bend your knees and just give a big hug forward. Round your back, tuck your tail, press down through your heels. And then as you stretch up, open your chest, reach your chest nice and wide. Let's do that a couple more times. Rounding forward, reaching deep, and then press all the way up and open your chest. Good. And then again, round forward, reach, and press all the way up. Opening that chest last time, round forward. Big breath in, big breath out, press all the way up and open. I'm gonna bump up our light in here because it keeps getting darker. Hopefully we won't have a tornado, right? And so from here, maybe that'll help a little bit more. All right, let's take a seat onto our rebounder. Just a gentle seat. We're gonna do a little more spinal mechanics here so we can get nice and warm in our spine. Legs are hip width distance apart, hands on your knees. Round your spine back and just reach through your knees to come forward. And then press your knees into your hands and take a little bit of extension or spinal back bend. You're lifting your chest up. It's as much as you have right now. Let's do it again. Rounding back, breathing in and out. Good. And then come all the way up. Good morning, Tracy. I see you. I love your emojis. Welcome, Canada. Good. Let's do a couple more with our spine reaching up, lifting your chest. This is going to be a feel-good one because two plane trips, even though they were short, within 48 hours is a lot. Come on up to the top. Have a seat. Take your hands behind your head. So we're going to practice moving within our armpits, which sounds a little bit weird, but it's to stimulate the area around your spine and around your underarms. So what I'd like you to do is see if you can squeeze your shoulder blades back, as if you could just kind of grab onto your spine with your two shoulder blades so they're coming back together on your back. It's almost like you're pinching in there. And then we're gonna do the opposite, where we move our shoulder blades apart, and as you move your shoulder blades apart, your underarms press forward. And if you've ever watched any nature show, there's always a lizard that has this like hood thing that and it runs away from prey or after its prey, but it's trying to make itself bigger from the back of its body. And that's what we're trying to do too. We're not running, we're just trying to make that little like widening of our back happen. So as we draw the shoulder blades together, feel the squeeze as best you can. It might feel asymmetrical from one side to the other. And then move your shoulder blades apart and feel your back widen. And we're gonna do that a couple times. So we're pulling those shoulder blades together and then moving them all the way apart. Yes, good. And pulling them back together. And moving them apart. Yeah, sometimes you gotta grunt through it. I don't wanna grit my teeth through that, but sometimes it helps a little bit. Squeeze, 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 and then move them all the way apart. Good, we'll do one more time. Pull them back together. Excellent. And then move them apart to stay apart and keep your back wide. And we're just gonna bring the right elbow down to the right side. It's as low as you can go, keeping your left hip grounded, coming all the way up through the center. And other side. I don't think you can hear the rain because I got the music turned up enough, but woo, it's coming down all the way up through the center. Let's do it again, over to the right. Good. And we're just kind of thinking about all of the different channels for fluid that exist in our bodies. Of course, we have our veins and our capillaries and our arteries. And there's also some fluid around the spine, keeps it lubricated, helps send those nerve impulses to where they need to go. It's just kind of a really nice way to get in touch with yourself, especially on a rainy Monday. Let's come from here. We're gonna rotate our spine, so turn as far as you can to one side and then come back to center. We're taking a slower approach on purpose because we wanna be focused on it. We are not trying to run straight into the brick wall of the work week. Instead, we are tiptoeing slowly, taking it brick by brick, reaching it around. Good. Coming back to center and going to the other side. And we'll go one more over to the left. Good. All right, and the last little exercise we're gonna do is one that I like to call seaweed spine. So it's gonna feel a little abstract, but this is where we start to get all of the rib cage going. So take your arms out to the side, and all you're gonna do is reach for something, maybe a plant, maybe something else, and then reach for something across the room to the other side. And you're literally just letting your spine ripple from side to side. And if you get some tense areas, you know, it happens, right? It happens. We're gonna do the best we can to just work with it. We're gonna try to be curious about maybe why the area is tense or what it needs to feel in order to be supported. All those good things. I know I fell asleep on the plane yesterday, so you know how that goes, right? Good. And let's go one more each side. Yes, all the way back to center. Come up onto your hands and knees for a moment, onto your rebounder. You know, you can always do any of these on your mat. We're gonna take our hands onto the frame or onto the mat itself. You can use fists, you can use hands down. We're gonna round the spine, curling the tail under, lifting your center, and then arch your back. And again, everything is fluid. Don't be afraid to make exercise feel good, yeah? And you probably know better than I how it feels to your body, like you do. So make some choices as you go through to just find that nice, strong ripple back and forth. What's the path of least effort or least resistance that can get you there? And by effort, I mean like least amount of struggle. We're gonna go a couple more times, rounding your spine here. And then reaching through, and then bring it to a flat back. And we're going to do a little bit of mobilization for our hip joints. So pull your heel towards your sits bone, doesn't matter which one. And we're gonna start by bringing that knee into the chest. Then we're gonna reach it out to the side. Then we're gonna circle it around to the back. And then we're gonna bring it all the way through to the chest again. So let's go about 5 in each direction, reaching it all the way around. Bringing it through, up and all the way around, and just stay supported. So think of that wide back that you had before, using your breath to find your support, feeling that your center is strong. And if you need to make it stronger, think of pulling the front of your rib cage up to meet the back of your rib cage bit, almost like you're putting a vest on. Let's reverse the direction of our circles, bring it back, bring it out to the side, bring it all the way forward, trying to touch every possible action that exists for your hip here. Good, just exploring the range of your joint, and if your leg doesn't get as high as mine, that's okay. I've been doing this for a little bit. We all start someplace. Just remember to stay with yourself, pace yourself, meet yourself where you're at today, and then we'll move on to tomorrow and see what's there for us last time. Good. All the way around. Let's switch to the other side, but first let's take a round back. And then extend. And then find that nice strong back. Something that helps me, I push the hands into the frame to keep it strong and moving downward. When you're ready, you're gonna bring that knee up, maybe even across the body a little, out to the side, reach it around and come through. I am constantly trying to keep both arms straight for the most amount of support possible. So see if you can do the same. Good. We're going about 5 in each direction. And again, when we're talking about circulation and blood flow, or what we call synovial fluid around the joints, let's reverse. We say, if my husband here was here, he would laugh at me because we listened to a keynote where the speaker said this about 75 times, but motion is lotion. So there you go. We are trying to get into our nice, natural systems that help us move better. And we move better when we're more fluid. Good morning, Joy. Oh, no worries. We'll be looking forward to working with you tonight. Good, come all the way around. Let's bring your bungees back together if you move them out with me. Come around to sit. We're gonna do a little rolling, we're gonna do a little bridging, and then we'll get into our bouncing, okay? About half and half. Take your hands onto the edge, and then we're gonna start to roll back. Thank you for commenting and checking in though, Joy, that's really nice. As you come down to the side, it helps me know that there are people here with me. From here, let's curl forward. We're gonna reach forward onto the frame. If you need help with the frame to curl all the way up, go for it. Remember, you're fluid, right? You're not chunky in the sense of moving in separate pieces that are hard. Let's just think about being gooey, letting the mat accept our weight, reaching down, resting for a second, coming back up, letting the mat and the bungees push us all the way back up, and sitting up to the top. Let's do it again. Rolling all the way down, taking our time. Really, you know, energy is such an opportunity to either beat ourselves up or lift ourselves up. Let's do 3 more of these. And over the weekend, you know, the travel definitely gives me a challenge just for various reasons, not the least of which is I always tend to get a little autoimmune flare when I travel. And it's easy to go like, why are you not feeling good? You're in fitness, you should be able to do more of this. Let's come all the way down to our backs to stay. So pause in that story for a second. If you need to do this on the mat, if you need more space, go for it. If you've got a rebounder that's big enough and you can bring your heels right into the frame and just nestle them in between the bungees. Nestle is a beautiful word. And then we're gonna ripple our spine all the way up by rolling through the hips, press back through your shoulders, open your chest. And then as you roll down, just let the mat cradle you. That's what I like about bridging up here. We're trying to lift one segment of the spine at a time, one section of your torso at a time, so your hips feel open, your chest feels open at the top, and then just melt down. Yeah. Keep going with these a couple more times. So to finish my story, I can beat myself up and ask myself to have energy that maybe isn't there. And we know one of the first things that we learn in exercise is that energy cannot be spontaneously created. It's always converted from one thing to the other, from one thing to another, I should say. So sometimes your rest can help you convert. You can convert your rest into more energy for action. Let's go one more time. And sometimes you can convert your active energy into more need for energetic rest. Go on down. So I just think, let's come all the way up and get to standing. I just think it's nice to remember sometimes the science helps us make sense of a lot of like shoulds that exist in our mind that are not doing much for us. Grab a drink if you need it. Hydration is important. We're gonna come up on your rebounder when you're ready. And then come up and down. Let's just start with a lymph bounce, a closed chain bounce. So this is where you get to sift everything. You just get to feel the weight of your wrists and your forearms, your elbows, your shoulders, your chest, front and back, your waist, your abdomen, your spine, everything just moving up and down, your tail, your hips. Let it be mobile. Your thighs, flashlight. Your knees, your flashlights. Your shins. Your calves. Your heels. Good. Remember in the olden days when we used to have, are you coming to say hello? Come on, you can do it. We used to have follow the bouncing ball when you would sing. Just be the ball for a moment. Let yourself bounce. Bend your knees a little bit. Cameo appearance, cameo appearance. Are you gonna bounce with me? You can, come on. I know I yelled at you before, but that's because you smelled like a wet dog. It wasn't great. Yeah, hey, I say hi. Little butt scratch, keep your bounce going. I can't pet you from there. All right. From here, our lymph bounce continues. We're gonna reach our arms forward to the front. We're gonna open. Remember how you squeezed your shoulder blades together earlier? Just give them a little squeeze back to open your chest. And then reach them forward. And then press them down. What a good boy. We're gonna reach forward. We're gonna open them up. We're gonna reach them forward. We're gonna lower them down. Are you watching yourself on the other TV? Oh my God, it's meta. Yeah, I have another screen down to the side that shows me your comments so that I can see who's watching and say hello, because that's the point of doing this live, but he just caught himself on screen. You're so smart. Are you smart, flashlight? Good, go one more time, reach forward. Good, reach out. Reach forward, hold it here. Let's pull the elbows back and reach them forward. Pull them back and forward. Pull them back and forward. That's it. Pull them back and forward. Just keep your lymph bounce going. Remember, everything, it's like you're shaking out the weekend. Maybe you're shaking out the waste from last week, letting it go. Good. Go for 4 and for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hold it there. Keep that pinch on your shoulder blade. Kind of feels a little like a pterodactyl or Tyrannosaurus. I don't know my dinosaurs. Let's lift them up to a W. So just flip your elbows down. You still got a good thing. Joy, I see you. Good. From here, we're gonna reach up and then come down. Flashlight, reach up and come down. He's so adorable. He's a good boy. Reach up and come down. All right, let's get into it. Reach up. See if you can find this rhythm with your bounce. See, the beautiful thing about rebounding, you don't need to jump if you don't want to jump. It's really, actually, and I was affirmed by this taking somebody else's class, the first thing the instructor said is that it's not about the down. It's not about the up, it's about the down. It's about working with the pressure that you put into those bungees. And there are so many studies one of them from NASA, if you can believe it. So we're astronauts, essentially. I mean, A equals B, right? Reaching up. But this is so much more effective in many cases than running. I think they said in 10 minutes of rebounding, you can get the equivalent of a 3-mile jog. And I don't like running, neither do my knees. So enjoy it, right? We've got 2 more like this. We're just building up a little heart rate. Good. We bring it up. We bring it down. Take your hands to your hips, roll to the ball of the right foot and down. Left foot goes up and down. Right foot goes up and down. Left heel, good. Right heel, try to push down in between. Not the easiest, yeah? Good. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's take it into a narrow bounce balance, side to side. Good. So put your focus on the push of your heel. If you can, without losing your balance, if you can look at your frame right now, I want you to push your heel underneath the frame, below the level of the frame. Yes. Good. All right. Here we go. Let's take it into doubles. 2 each side. Go 2. That's it. Astronauts. Good. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Back to singles. Side to side. Good. Just go for it. The other thing that was great over the weekend is because we weren't streaming it, we got to listen to like actual popular music. Oh, it's just so expensive to do. I wish I could do it. Keep going side to side, but it was nice. So if you can imagine like, I don't know, Pink or Sierra or J-Lo right now, just put that in your mind and get that energy out. Here we go. We're gonna take it single, single, double. Join me when you're ready. We go single, single, double. Single, single, double. Yeah, so working the lymph. It's a closer to the mat bounce. We are gonna lift our heart rate, but it's more about moving. Just more about moving in general. Good. Give me 4 more like this. 4, double, 3, double, 2, and double, and last one, and double back to singles, just side to side. Widen it out a little. Yeah, let your arms go down for a second. Let them hang. Good. All right, bring both heels down. You're in a wide position. We're gonna start to step, touch, step, touch. Good. Just keeping the arms simple right now, because I know coordination is a thing. Yes, good. All right, let's right now just start with a reach. As you touch, you're gonna reach your arms side to side. It's gonna be similar to some like aerobic thing, but we're just gonna get it going. It's about moving, right? And remember, if you're coming into class on a random Monday or on a different day, when you see the words lymph or gentle, you know that Mondays are how we ease into the week. These classes are specifically designed for my underserved folks, the ones who need a lower level of cardiovascular endurance, the ones who need a few breaks, my autoimmune warriors, people who are coming back from injuries, people who want to enjoy all of the benefits of bouncing, which you can, but maybe don't have the athletic conditioning to do the riding the horse on the jockey, right? Can you take these arms up as we step and touch? Yeah. I don't know about you, my heart rate's up. Good. That's it. So you are welcome here. That's why we are here together. Good. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms go out to a T, both heels down. Yes. Turn your palms to face me. Bend your knees a little more. Work your legs down as much as you can. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Twist the arms in the other direction. So we're getting a little vibration and we're working our joint mobility. Good. And twist. Yes. Sometimes the lower impact does so much more. It converts that energy in such a way where it boosts your mood and energizes you for the rest of the day instead of wiping you out, right? Good, go 4 more. Reach it to the center. 3. Good. And 2. That's it. And 1. All right, watch here. We're gonna slide the legs in, slide them out. Join me when you're ready. Slide them in, slide them out. You don't ever have to leave the mat. You can jump if you like. Obviously, you have choice over your body, but I just want you to work the open close. Keep your breath going. Working a little on our endurance. Good, you're supported through your center, through your legs, through your hips. You got it, reach. Go for 4. And 3. Yes. And 2. And 1. Good, stay right here. Let your arms go down. Just do a little lofty bounce, your heels lifting. Nice work. Ooh. So, if you can't tell, we've got a lot of greenery in the studio. I'm currently the proud owner of over 200 houseplants and counting. Ooh. In fact, I met some people who, they bring cuttings with them to fitness conferences. Those are essentially my people. So let's start to do a little heel touch. We're gonna step heel, step right heel, step left heel. Join me right here. If you took the coordination bounce the other day, not to worry, we're not gonna go all the way there. We're just gonna keep it moving here. My question for you, do you have any interest in learning about plants? Now, that doesn't mean it's gonna take us away from our bouncing endeavors, for sure. But in my newsletter, I tend to give a plant tip or a plant of the week. And I thought it might be fun to have a plant cam to share. But if it's gonna be too much, you all know how ambitious I am with the tech, yeah? Then let me know. Good. All right, can you bring a little more bounce to this? If it means lifting your feet off the mat, excellent. If you're just gonna step to the heel, go for it. And let me know about the plant cam in the comments. If you're not into it, I do not take offense. It is a passion of mine that literally won't die, because I mean, look at them. They're gorgeous. You can't even see the other ones. Good. Woo! Give me 8 more. We go 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, you're either gonna slide or you can jump. If you're sliding, can you hear? If you're sliding, you're just sliding back and forth. If you're jumping, just get some air in between. Yes. Good. Find it. 4 more here. We're gonna take it into single, single, double. I'm gonna go back to sliding. We can do this. Ready? We go. Single, single, 2. Switch, switch, 2. Single, single, 2. You gotta squeeze that supporting leg. Single. Good. The sliding is a good challenge. You, of course, can offer a bounce. Let's go. 2. Switch, switch, 2. Switch, switch, 2. The room is so dark because of the rain. The lights are like very bright, so I gotta stare right at you. Good. Woo! We'll lose our balance. 8, 2, single, single, double, single, single, double. Yes. Give me 4 more. 3. Good work. That's it. Single, single, side to side. Go. Switch, 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 switch. Finishing this song out. We're almost there. Breathe in. Breathe out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost there. 2 and 1. Give me a high bounce. Yes. All right, everybody. Good cardio work. Let's move our feet out side to side. Let's go ahead and take just a little cool down. We're gonna work on a little balance, and we'll be stretching and going. All right, let your arms hang. Do a little shift. Maybe you wanna shift your hips side to side. Whatever helps you down regulate. Maybe that's a deeper breath. Yes. When you're ready, let's bring it down just to a closed chain, wide bounce. Just pushing down into those bungees again. Letting everything go for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Good work here. All right, let's calm the bounce down completely. Good. We're gonna take a second to expand our perspective. Me, mostly because it's blinding, but we'll be all right. Let's come back into center. I want you to bring your feet as close to center as you possibly can. If that means for you that you're able to close your legs all the way, excellent. If you need to keep some space in between them, that's cool too. All right, so first and foremost, hands on the hips. And just find your footprints. Press down into them. I can tell mine aren't very even. And we're gonna try to feel the ball of the feet, the heels, unlock the knees. Think of lifting through your center. Good. All right, challenge number one, reach your arms out to a T. Wiggle your fingers and make sure you can see them in your peripheral vision without turning your head at all. And just hold them for balance. Feel your underarms actively pulling away from your ears. If it feels safe, I'd like you to either touch your eyelashes together. If that's too much, you can look down or just pull your gaze inward a little more, like look towards your cheeks or towards your nose. So our challenge is to close the eyes slightly all the way or just pull the gaze in. When you're ready, go for it. Remember, you have the power to open your eyes when you need to. Try not to lock out your knees. Keep breathing. Use your senses to know where you are in space. We're almost there. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, open those eyes or look up, take a panorama, take the visual. Now, eliminating vision is hard. It's an upgrade for balance. If it's too much, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It means your system's not ready for that challenge. So stay with the challenge of just balancing or just peeking kind of downward and inward. It will be enough, all right? We don't want to overload. Next challenge, we're gonna pour our weight into the left foot. You can tap your right leg forward. You can bring it out a little wider if you need more stability. If this feels okay for you, flex your foot and lift your knee up. I'm gonna do the highest level, but know that you can put your foot down. And we're just gonna balance and breathe. Remember, peripheral vision. Don't let your hands go behind you. If your eyes are open, which they should be right now, look up. I always say, look up, fall up. Good, we'll stay here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. If your leg is up, I want you to take that balance out to the side, hover it above the side, hold it there. If your leg is down, just touch your leg to the frame, touch your foot to the frame out there. Good. All right, wherever your leg is, we're just gonna try to lift it up a little, down a little. Lift and lower. Unlock your standing knee. Feel your armpit over your hip, over your knee, over your ankle. It's a lot of words, but think about that line, that gravitational downward pull. I'll line it up. Good. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on in. Bounce it out for a second. Yay! Thank you, Tracy. Love, love, love. Yes, we're here. We're working with frozen shoulders and injuries and thinking positive about everything we go through, right? All right, let's bring it back down. I appreciate that. So we'll start to think about how we can organically work maybe a plant of the week in, okay? Because I will run out at some point, which will just cause me to buy more plants, which is amazing, maybe not helpful to my budget. All right, tap your toe forward, bring it wider if you need it, good. And in the event that your arms get tired here, you can always go back to the hips or up here, thinking about your shoulder, Tracy, but this is really good work right at this point. All right, are we ready? If you're ready, if you're going for the balance, this is my fun leg. We're gonna find it. All right, look up, fall up. Remember, we're working for that big, long, energetic line. Yeah, so take your energy that is fearful and convert it into length. Can we do that? Use your imagination. What happens? Any nervousness, take that and mold it into strength and length. Pushing down to lift up. That's it. That's it. Good. All right, when you're ready, if you're ready, take it out to the side for that balance and/or touch it down to your frame, whatever you need. We're gonna lift it up and lower down. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. Reach through the crown of your head. Yes, we go for 8 and lower. Flashy, leave it alone. Good. Lift and lower. Lift, we got 4 more. Here we go. 4, finish strong. 3, 2, don't do what I do, I'm falling. Last one. Good, bring it all the way in. All right. Yes, 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 yes. All right, we're gonna do one more balance challenge. We've done the arms out with the eyes closed or gaze pulled in. That might be yours, okay? Bring your legs together. From here, next upgrade is here. Hands to the shoulders. You can also close or pull your gaze inward if that works best for you. If not, just keep your gaze open. And here we go, stay here. Shoulders on your back. Feel your feet, unlock your knees, Jenna. Yes. Where is your midline? Where's the center of your body? How can you organize everything around center? Embrace the wobble. Move to where you need to move. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. How did we do? Open your eyes, come on down. Yeah. Just bounce it out for a second. Do whatever last moment bounce you like. All good. And then we'll slow ourselves down a bit and we're gonna step off of our rebounder carefully to the side. Hey, Christina. I am safe in my body and my healing journey. I love it. I love it. You know, look, you all, come on and have a seat. I'd like for you to bring your ankle up on your knee. It's a cameo! It's a cameo! And you're gonna take your dog and you're gonna massage your foot with your dog. Flash, why do you always stand in front of the most important part? Here, can you come up here? All right, take your foot. You don't have to be a massage therapist. Rub your foot, rub it out. Come here, come on. Yes, all the way, come on. It's okay. I know I yelled at you before, but it's all right. Hi. There we go. All right. So we are going to do the best we can to just give it a little rub. Thank you. Thank you. Can you do more of that? You can't make it up, right? All right. Take your toes and make the splits with your toes. Just pull them in one direction or the other and one direction and the other. Good. And go back and forth like so. Just move them around, even if you're not sure what to do. Move them around. So being at a very fitness-heavy conference this weekend, I was vastly aware of the underservedness of many out in the world and the hyper-vigilant focus on weight loss. Take your toes, instead of doing this way, move them apart. Just make the side splits with them. Even if you don't know what you're doing, move your toes around. So anyways, it's helped me double down on our purposes here. Give your feet a slap. your foot. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. All right, and take the other foot up. A little tight hip. We're getting a hip stretch and a foot stretch. Let's massage out. We're almost there. It's a little longer today because we needed a foot massage, and also, I mean, we got some high flashlight content happening. It's like the forlorn, like this dog doesn't get any attention at all, right? All right, massage out. So my point is that I keep going back and forth from, we're staying here in this zone, and there's two things that make me comfortable about that. One is being safe in your body is one of the most important things we can discover and one of the most elusive things in existence. Let's start to stretch our toes. And why is that? Because we don't talk about it. And we each have to be given an opportunity to literally define it for ourselves. And I've been writing a lot about it lately because it's very important for me and very important for you. So I hope that resonates with you. And even if you don't know what safety feels like in your own body today, not to worry. Stick with me for a bit. We're going to be working on it in these classes, on the classes on Jenna-Zaffino.com. You are just the cutest little boo. Are you? Side splits with your toes. Yes. Good. And then pat and slap. And you know, another piece of all of this is this, like the oxytocin and the love that you get from a furry one, or even from yourself. You know, pat and slap nicely. It counts, it matters, it's part of well-being. We forget about it, right? Are you so shy? Are you so shy? Don't be so shy. What? Well, I'm happy that you all were here. I'm happy to see some of my folks, my newbies to the channel, but not newbies to my life. And pretty much all of Canada is here, so we love it. So the most important thing today, everybody, remember to ask yourself why this mattered to you today. And if it was a message or something I said, that counts as your exercise, right? And if it was the movement, that counts too. Come back, share these classes, like, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do for the algorithm. But really, most importantly, is that you feel better about your world, your life, and all of it. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Can you say bye-bye? He thinks we're really going. Sorry, that was mean. All right, I love you. See you later.
Tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself.